everyone. I wanted to share with you a resource called Brisk Teaching. Now, this is an AI tool that is a little bit unique because it lives and works right inside of Google Docs and Slides, and it can do a lot of really cool things. Now, I'm going to show you about 5 different features, and we're going to go through this pretty fast. The 5 things I want to show you is creating content with it, inspecting your student writing to see if you can tell if they have used AI or copied and pasted from somewhere, giving them feedback right inside Google Docs, creating your own slides with AI, and then boosting with your students, which is how Brisk Teaching provides an AI tool that students can interact with. So let's get started and jump into this. If you visit briskteaching.com and click Add to Chrome for free, this bumps you to the Chrome Web Store where you can install or uninstall later if you don't like it, the extension, which will then live up here in your puzzle piece in the Chrome browser. So if you want it pinned or unpinned, it'll live right up there if it's pinned. Now, to get to it to use, here's what you do. You go to a Google Doc and you can, from here, it's always going to be down in the bottom right corner. And some people really dislike having that, and then they would go back and uninstall it, and that is totally fine. But it does live there as long as you have it installed and enabled. So to use this, you would click on it, and you're going to create or do whatever it is that you want to do inside of this little box down on the right. The create part, it opens up the library and it's full of different things that you can do with it. And some of these will have a sort of premium little button down there that tells you that that's something that you would have to pay for if you wanted. Really quickly, I just want to create an exemplar so that you can see what this looks like. And I'm going to have it create a sample essay, which is what an exemplar would refer to, that meets expectations for 10th grade. And I'm going to say, let's do a short essay on types of ecosystems. Okay. And that's very general. The better prompt that you give it, the more quality responses that you'll get out. So I click Brisket, and here it's writing right inside the Google Doc for me. Now, always check the accuracy of these things because it can really say incorrect things at times. And AI in general will do that. It's called hallucinating. Okay, so now it gives me a few options. I can make it shorter, longer, more detail, less detail. I could create another one, which is what the add-ons are, where I translate it to a different language or put it, do another one below or above those expectations that I have. Okay, so now I close it out, and I'm just going to pretend for a second that maybe this was an essay that I received from a student. And I want to inspect the writing. Inspect gives me the option of just looking over this to see how quickly it took them and what edits they did. And I can see in my tool here that it was one edit, 139 edits, and it took 0 minutes. Now, just knowing that as a teacher, I can tell that they either used AI to generate it or it was copied and pasted from somewhere. And it's walking you through step by step. Now you can adjust the speed and watch how quickly the kids typed it in, watch their editing process, and you can tell because it didn't have very many different edits that it was AI generated. So that's a really, really important tool, better than an AI detector in that, you're getting a real-time view of how that document was created. So that is the Inspect Writing tool. Now, if you wanted to give feedback to this, you can upload a rubric to use and put in your own criteria. A targeted feedback will put comments in, which are really pretty cool, but they'll use the comment feature of Google Docs. Glow and Grow is a good way to start. You don't have to have a rubric. You just give sort of a criteria and then click Grow and Glow. It will give you a glow, it will give you a grow, and it will give you a wondering. And you can copy these and put them into comments or put them into the essay or wherever you have them submit it to you. Okay, so that's 3 of the features. We created something, we inspected it, we gave feedback on it. Now, you can also use this tool to create presentations and quizzes. I'm going to click on the presentation tool and use this doc as a guide to create a presentation about ecosystems. So it's using what I created in the doc, and you could do this with anything, and you can do it straight from slides too. It doesn't have to use a document as a guide. But I'm selecting without images because with images costs money. You can also adjust the size up or down and the level, all that stuff. So click next. I'm going to choose let's see here. We can create one with no formatting or with different stuff. We'll just create one without any formatting at all. Make it super boring. But it is going to generate, you can tell when it's generating, it's going to generate me 5 slides based on that essay that we created. And here we go. What's an ecosystem? Types of ecosystems: terrestrial, aquatic, artificial, and there are my 5 slides. Okay. Now from there, you can create lessons about it. You can create resources, vocab lists, all sorts of things, including adding more slides if you want. All right. Now, the last thing with this is that you can then, you can do this from a doc or anything at all, you can create a boost activity. Now, I'm going to continue on this same vein and use the presentation I just generated and create a tutor that will interact with my students about this presentation. So create a tutoring activity about it, make it 10th grade, go for it. Now this boost creates this activity that then you can customize a little bit, and you would send it out to students using these codes or a link. And you can also add classes, monitor the activity. Some of that will be paid feature stuff. But if I click preview and edit, so if you notice here in the preview, this has got my slide deck here. It's got some learning objectives that I can turn them on and off. So up here, I can actually turn off the showing the slide deck, and I can turn off the learning objectives, and I can turn off the link straight out to the slides. But here's where the important piece is. If I click Let's Go, this is where the students will interact with the tutor. So it's asking at the beginning, can you tell me what you think of an ecosystem is in your own words? And I'm just going to say place where animals live, just to demonstrate what this might look like for students. It's a good start. It does include where animals live, but also includes plants and the environment. So it's using this resource to sort of have a conversation with the students about it. So that is all I had to share with you about Brisk today. That's a lot, and I hope that it was useful. I hope that if you use this tool, you reach out and let me know and tell me about your experience with it. Thank you. Have a great day.